Welcome back, students. In this session we are going to learn do while loop. We will see how it is working and syntax of do while loop, and then we will do a small program that is finding multiples of given number. This do while loop also used when we doesn't know the number of times to be executed in pre-hand. There is one main difference between for loop, while loop and this do while loop. For loop and while loop checks the condition before going to the body of the loop, and then it runs if only it is true. In do while loop it is not like that. Whether the condition is true or not, the body of the loop get executed, and then at last the condition is being checked. So even the condition is false, it will run once. So here for loop and while loop both checks the condition in the beginning, so it is called entry control loop, and do while checks the condition at last, so it is called exit control loop. Let us see the syntax of do while. We give do and then we open the bracket. Statements are written here and then we close. Here the condition is given after while keyword, and then it is terminated using semicolon, where we are not doing in for loop and while loop. This is the syntax of while loop. Let us create a program. Through that I will explain it. Class do while. So I have public static void main of. I initialize a variable called int I as 1. Then do, we have here body of the loop. I just print one line, system dot out dot print line of we are learning do while loop. So later we give the condition here while. The condition here is when I is greater than or equal to 5. So here you can see I is initialized as 1 and the condition here is greater than or equal to 5, which is false. Though it is false, without considering any condition, it jumps into the body of the loop as it is do while loop, and then later at last it is going to check whether it is true or not. Later when it finds as false, it is going to stop. See, we have to terminate this. In case if it is true, again it is going to execute from the beginning, that whole body of the loop. Let us compile this. No syntax error. So you can see we are learning do while loop. In case if we give here condition is lesser than or equal to 5, and then we give here I plus plus, so it is going to increment after printing this. Then it checks, it becomes 2, that is true, and then it is going to execute. So it will execute 5 times like this. Compile. So you can see this is one is previous output and then 5 outputs you can see here. Let us modify this to get the multiples of number. So I am giving here int m multiple, and then how many times we have to run, int n. So we are going to have a multiples. We can say I into m, and then I is going to be incremented every time, then up to how many times? N times. So compile this, no syntax error. Let us run this. So multiples of maybe 5, how many times? Maybe 12 times. So you can see 12 times multiples of 5. Dear students, I hope you might have learnt do while loop very well. Keep on watching my videos to learn more. Thank you, students.